Welcome everyone, this is Nick Makozi, main driver of Makozi Racing Internacional. Makozi Racing Internacional salutes you. This is a stream for the top 16 race of the Manufacturer Series, which is part of the exhibition season 2020. And now we're going to go into the replay. I'm going to put the race on. So I believe that is it. Yep. Hey Phillips, Inventarko, Angelov, Des, thank you guys. It was an interesting race. But what I can see now is that we've only got 55 seconds worth of replay. Yes, we only have 55 seconds of replay. Oh, okay. Well, that's complicated things a little bit. Yeah. So we haven't got that much time. I don't know why that would be. Maybe because I have too many replays in here. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. Oh well. Keep it a secret, Des. Hey, Neon Scorpion. Hey, Cody. What happened with Daniel? What happened? What was it? Lap 3, lap 4, I think. And yeah, I think it was lap 4. And Daniel was slowing down. He really wasn't on pace at that point. And he was losing control of his car a little bit every corner. So his tires were probably a bit more worn. Yeah, the replay hasn't gotten longer. But his tires were worse. And that meant, well, let's just go for a move so we can catch up to Adam and Emery. And we started going for moves. He was defending very hard. Very, very hard. And yeah. Then coming up to turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming into turn 6. Yeah, the replay doesn't go at all, so I can't show you what happened. But what happened was going into turn 6, I got a better run on him, and I was holding on to the inside. He thought he was clear of me. He thought that he was still in front, and he decided to turn to the left to cut me off, so I couldn't pass even if I was behind. But the problem was that I was next to him, like my front part of the car was on his rear part, and he just span out. So I had nowhere to go. I kept my line. There was nothing else to do. Unfortunately, things happened as they did, and Daniel lost control of his car. Anyhow, the rest of the race, it went. Emery was leading for the most part. Yeah, she was leading for pretty much the whole race, and Adam was following right behind her in second with a 4GT. And after what happened between me and Daniel, I was trying to catch Adam and Emery. Didn't quite get there by the time the first pit stops came around, so I decided to do an extra lap. Emery pitted on lap 5. Me and Adam, we pitted on lap 6. I managed to get into Adam's slipstream during that first stint, the end of it, so that was good. It brought me a lot closer to him. And then in the second stint, Emery got her undercut, so she was streaking way in front. She had like 3.5, 4 seconds of a lead. Adam, he fell behind me after coming out of the pit because he put some fuel in, and I had a bit of a clean track to focus on getting that gap down. So I worked on that, and by the time lap 9 came around, the end of lap 9, I was actually right behind her. So I could have started going for moves, but at that point I knew she was Emery. She was on a different strategy, so I didn't want to bother her race too much. So I just stayed behind. I was saving fuel, saving tires, and I think it was on lap 10. Yeah, lap 10 I got a 0.5 second penalty. So yeah, I had to serve that penalty. I dropped back a little bit. I was still within 1 second, but lap 10 she pitted in. I went for another lap, so I pitted in on lap 11. I went onto hards, refueled about 15 litres. I think Emery, she didn't refuel at all. So once again, she had that extra gap. But the thing is that she went for 2 laps on hards, and I went for 1. So at the end of it, we both pitted in at the end of lap 12. I had to put in less fuel, so I was able to catch up through the pits. But I actually put in a little bit too much, and still came out behind Emily. So Emily, she was in front. Adam, by that time, he actually pitted. I think it was sometime lap 12. Yeah, lap 12, and he decided to go all the way to the end on hards. So that was an interesting call by him. He certainly had the gap to do it. Me and Emery, if we fought a lot more, he could have won, realistically. So me and Emily were fighting it out, slowly catching up to Adam. In that period, in the last 5 laps, I get another 0.5 second penalty, so I drop behind again. I'm still within a second. I'm losing a lot of time on the last chicane because Emery, she's slowing down a little bit, trying to bide her time, not to make any mistakes. I'm losing a lot. And that lets Adam maintain some sort of a lead. So coming on to lap 16, I believe. Yes, lap 16. Emery's right behind Adam coming out of the last chicane. I'm about 3/10 away from Emery, and I'm about 5/10 away from Adam. So Emery, she on the main straight tucks into Adam's toe, goes on the outside for turn 1. It's pretty easy maneuver considering how Adam is on hards. I'm just falling back a little bit, waiting for Adam to go out wide because he had to go side by side with Emily that first part of the first corner. And I cut back in, I get by Adam. And that was lap 16. Lap 16, I think, towards the hairpin that comes up before the complex section, I went side by side with her. I braked a little bit earlier to try and get the cut back, but she actually timed that and held the inside, and I gave her a little bit of a nudge. So, Emery, if you're watching this, sorry about that. I didn't expect you to slow down quite as much, but still, that was a good defensive move. And last chicane of lap 16, she made a little bit of a mistake. Lost control of the car, was a little bit less stable. So I was able to really close up. And on the last lap, on the start-finish straight, I went on the outside, held the outside of turn 1. That gave me the inside for turn 2. And took an early turn 3 so that she didn't go for the move and not force away, but actually try and open the door to get back past. So after that, my tires, I saved them a little bit better. And yeah, towards the end of the race, I managed to open up a small gap, about 5 to 9 tenths. Okay, so that was pretty much the race. I'm a little bit surprised how I can't watch the replay. Like, it's only 55 seconds. I wanted you guys to see it, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we qualified third. We did not have a good qualifying at all. We could have started P2, P1 easily, but in the end we we got the result. We've gotten the 40, and that means that this is the 7th 40 out of 10 races for us. So it's a very good result. I'm proud of that. Could have maybe gotten one or two more, but what happened, and I'm satisfied with the result. I'll post it for you. We'll see, Cody. If you have it, it'd be nice to have a look. But yeah, let's just have a look at the chat here. Hi, Fatal Vasca. Sick, right? Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. I hope you get better soon. I hope it's not anything too serious, considering how the situation is. Hey, me Motorsport. Yeah, good. Oh, thank you, but I've already finished the race. I'm doing fine, thanks. Fatal. Hey, Patrick. Welcome. Danny. Good to see you here. Rodovento. Hey, guys. It was a really hard earned race, I have to say. Emily, she was really giving it everything, and she did a great job considering how far she's come. She's it's a great job by her. Fortunately, she just made that really small mistake, and that's what cost her in the end. I think if she didn't make that, it would still have been side by side, but it would have been very difficult for me to actually get by, because she would have had more of a momentum coming out of the last corner, and unfortunately I wouldn't have been able to do much about that. So it's a shame, but that is racing. Sometimes she was just a little bit no, not that careful, and that's what happens. That's the thing. You need to look out for these sort of mistakes, and it is very easy to make that sort of mistake there in the race. Well, I didn't say, that's a shame, Cody. Good evening. Konbanwa. Akumade demo. Konbanwa, o genki desu ka? Hey Z. Just trying to have the race. GT. She's sweet. I won the race. Qualified third. Had a bit of a mishap with Metal Gear, but we came out in the end, and we still managed to win, which I think we were very lucky to do. It's if we weren't careful enough, because we got a lot of penalties that we shouldn't have gotten if we were more careful, but we did. So that's the problem. Because we got them, we made our life a lot harder. Therefore, we just couldn't do anything. What are you on about? Ronan, I'm on about the manufacturer race, the top 16 race that just happened about 10 minutes ago. So, we won that. And, Emery, she really did a great job. It's like hats off to her. She's gotten a lot faster. She's only going to go up from here, and I have to say it's an honor to drive with someone like her. Is a really, really fast driver, and it's amazed me how much her, Cody, all these other guys have been improving. So it's really is. It's great to see Oceania. It's getting stronger as a whole, and hopefully, come time when the world tours are up again, we can see more representatives going to these world tours, representing New Zealand, representing Australia in both the Manufacturer and Nations Cup. Alright, she's sweet. Yeah, there's not going to be a replay. Cody said he was going to get one up, but as I see, he actually said it didn't save, so we're not going to watch it. And as you can see there, PR1 file, Matthew McEwen, he showed his replay on YouTube. So if you can see what happened there. Or you can check out some of the Top Split drivers that they stream on Twitch. McEwen, Metal Gear drove into you and spun. Yeah. It was like I had nowhere else to go. I was going straight. I was not turning into him. He turned into me, and he just lost stability. He got a little bit too defensive, I have to say. But it's unfortunate that that happened to him. If only there was contact and it didn't spin him out, it just nudged him a bit to the right, letting him know that I'm there. That's my piece of track. Then that would have been better. But yeah, what happened happened. Fortunately, we can't change that now. No. Thank you, New Sports. We finished the race. We finished first, and yeah, unfortunately, the replay we didn't save it all. There's only 55 seconds of it, so I can't show you what happened. But that's probably going to do it. Now, guys, I apologize for the short stream. I expected something else, but fortunately, I don't have anything to give you in terms of content. Maybe Gran Turismo will stream it. They'll probably show it on the Gran Turismo TV YouTube channel, so they'll show it there. Really finding it hard to drive the Merc since switching from the Mustang, Ronin. That's surprising, Ronin. I would understand in Group 4 if the Mustang was stronger because it hasn't been nerfed. It's very good in acceleration, but in Group 3 the Mustang is I haven't driven it in a long time, but I know that it tends to understeer. It's very steady, but it understeers a lot. Oh, thanks, Byron. But yeah, it's okay. We all know what happened. You guys can check out McEwen's stream to see that. Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm sorry once again for this being very short. It appears that we saved way too many replays in the past, and I just didn't have enough room for this one, it's really bad. So I'll make sure that doesn't happen next time. But thank you all for coming in. Good luck with your races tonight, and until next time, driving with the best.